Ah, data scientist. The hardest job of the 21st century, they said. You thought you'd be living on the bleeding edge, wrestling with neural nets and quantum computing before breakfast. Well, that's the Business Insider version. The reality? Let's just say the job description mentioned machine learning, but failed to specify that the primary machine you're learning is the cursed coffee maker in the micro kitchen. You thought you'd be building Skynet. Turns out you're just updating a 47-tab spreadsheet called final v3 actual this one.slx. Welcome to the party, pal. Your day kicks off not only with elegant code, but with the soul-crushing ritual of crafting polite Slack messages begging for data access that was promised last quarter. Just gently following up, you type, adding a smiley face to mask the existential scream bubbling just below the surface. Then comes the ceremonial login dance, proving to the network ops overlords that you are, indeed, you, and not some highly sophisticated AI attempting to steal a company's stockpile of motivational posters. 5 minutes of multi-factor hell just to open your email. Peak efficiency. Alright, systems accessed. Time to change the world. You open the dataset, and behold, the glorious mess you knew was waiting. Why is transaction ID spelled 3 different ways, one of which includes a question mark? Why is half the data from 2017 and the other half seemingly beamed in from a parallel dimension where dates work differently? You cautiously ask where this digital masterpiece originated. Oh, that? Someone says, leaning in conspiratorially. That was Stacy's project. Turns out Stacy, the director's college buddy's niece, dipped her toes into this whole data science thing back in 2017. The result? This dataset, pulled from a Google sheet she kept on her personal drive. Should be mostly good, they assure you. Stacy, the ghost in the machine, whose brief, nepotism-fueled summer project left a permanent legacy etched in every null value and cryptic column header. Mostly good. The 2 most terrifying words in the English language for anyone who's ever tried to run a regression. So begins the real work. The digital archaeology. Forget predicting the future. You're busy excavating the past, trying to figure out if TNX_ID123 is the same entity as transaction ID 00123, or just a figment of Stacy's summer imagination. Your STEM degree is being leveraged to perform VLOOKUPs that would make Google Sheet weep. You're not a scientist, you're a data janitor with a fancier title and more existential dread. Finally, the data is less horrifying. Time for some actual analysis? Maybe build that cool model you pitched 3 months ago. Don't be silly. Knock knock, it's product manager guy, fresh from a LinkedIn learning course on becoming a thought leader. Hey, quick one. Can we build a dashboard showing payment transaction volume correlated with heart rate variability? Want to see if parasympathetic dominance equals higher payment volumes. Needed EOD for a stakeholder alignment pre-brief. You kindly ask, what specific business question are we trying to answer with the heart rate analysis? The reply? Oh, nothing specific. We need to be more data-driven, you know? Maybe there's something there. Ah, exploring. The corporate euphemism for, I had a random thought, and now it's your problem. So now you're building a beautiful, interactive monument to utter pointlessness, destined to be glanced at for 5 seconds in a meeting before everyone moves on to discussing if this meeting is needed. This dashboard isn't driving decisions, it's decorating a Google slide that will be obsolete by Friday. And naturally, the query requires joining 17 tables and probably melts a server somewhere in the basement. You message IT. Their eventual response? Ticket received. Please refer to SLA. Translation? Good luck with that. Lunch? A quaint notion. Because ping, accounting has entered the chat. They've discovered your meticulously calculated revenue number differs by $0.07 from their sacred spreadsheet. A spreadsheet rumored to have been started by the company founders and updated via copy-paste ever since. They are deeply concerned about this discrepancy. You ask about their methodology. They send a screenshot of a formula so complex it looks like ancient hieroglyphics, referencing cells labeled magic adjustment, do not delete, and Stacy's best guess 2020. You patiently explain that your number comes directly from the production database, reflecting actual transactions using, basic arithmetic. They nod thoughtfully. Yes, but we've always done it this way. We need consistency for the auditors. Consistency over accuracy. The corporate motto. Forget truth. Embrace the comforting familiarity of the wrong number we all agreed on last year. At this point, goat farming looks appealing. Goats don't care about quarterly reporting consistency. Somehow, you survive until the afternoon. Time for that project you actually care about. The one that might actually add value. You open your code. 5 minutes of beautiful, uninterrupted focus, then an ambush. A calendar notification with no warning, no agenda, just the chilling subject line, quick sync. Lies. All lies. Nothing is quick about a corporate sync. 10 people join, half of whom are clearly multitasking, possibly operating heavy machinery. Someone's dog is barking directly into their mic. Someone else is loudly eating something crunchy, broadcasting every mastication directly into your skull. The first 10 minutes are spent deciding if we should wait for Dave, who is perpetually running late from another call. Dave finally joins, shares a screen showing 48 unread emails, and asks, "So what's this about?" Someone eventually shares a slide deck filled with buzzwords and vague concerns about data integrity. Then comes the inevitable soul-crushing question, usually from someone whose title includes the word strategy. This is great, but how do we make it more actionable? As if uttering the magic word will suddenly transform Stacy's spreadsheet into a coherent business plan. You want to scream. You want to explain that actionable requires clean data, clear goals, and fewer meetings about actionability. Instead, you nod sagely. Excellent point. Let's circle back and ideate on potential action items offline. You die a little inside. Professionally, the meeting ends, having successfully scheduled another meeting. You try to remember what you were doing. Oh, right. The project. Knock knock. Product guy again. Hey, quick question. Blissfully unaware of the chaos. Any idea why conversions dipped 20% last Tuesday? He sends a screenshot of a dashboard you've never seen, possibly built in some unapproved tool, featuring a pie chart with 37 slices, labels written entirely in emojis, and to-the-moon references. I'll investigate. You sigh. Knowing this rabbit hole goes deep, you dig through tables, adjusting for time zones, deciphering cryptic event names. Aha, found it. A tracking script broke. Why? Because engineering pushed a minor update last week and forgot to tell anyone. Just a tiny oversight that rendered all your metric dashboards useless. You message engineering. Oh yeah, that. They reply nonchalantly. No issue. Should be fixed next sprint. Probably. Thanks for the heads up, team. Your commitment to cross-functional communication is truly inspiring. You write up the findings, clear explanation, simple chart, send it off. Product guy replies, "Awesome, thanks. Can you add this to the exec presentation deck?" You weren't invited to the exec presentation. Who's presenting? You ask. Oh, I am, he says brightly. Don't worry. I'll make sure you get the credit. Sure you will. Just like last time. Your analysis, his promotion. But if the numbers are questioned, your phone will be the first one ringing. People's mistakes are your problem. Your success is their LinkedIn post. End of the day looms. Maybe read that paper? Learn that cool new library? Ping! Your director wants a quick chat. Oh God. What now? Performance review time already? Turns out, it's good news. Remember that passion project you pitched? The one using actual cutting-edge ML to save the company $20 million? Not just generate another useless dashboard? They loved the proposal. They're greenlighting it. You're going to lead the initiative. They praise your innovative spirit and proactive problem solving. Could this be it? The moment. A real project with real impact. Recognition. Freedom to actually build something cool. You feel a dangerous flicker of actual enthusiasm ignite in your chest. Your director beams. This is going to be huge for the company. Then comes the but. But to ensure we have strong cross-functional alignment and really drive product adoption, Oh no. Here it comes. We're assigning product manager guy to partner closely with you on this. Partner. The corporate code for someone whose main skill is writing Jira tickets will now dictate technical decisions based on perceived user needs and competitor features. The hope flicker is instantly snuffed out, drowned in a tidal wave of cynicism. Product manager guy immediately wants daily stand-ups to track velocity and starts asking if the model can just learn faster, or if you can add a button that magically solves a completely unrelated user problem he just thought of. Your job instantly shifts from lead data scientist to glorified feature implementer and expectation manager, trying desperately to explain why adding blockchain wouldn't improve model accuracy. You retreat to your desk, stare blankly at the login screen again, briefly contemplate if Stacy is hiring an assistant, or maybe those goats. They seem to have a pretty good work-life balance. You log off, brain buzzing with jargon and despair. And yet, you set your alarm, because tomorrow, Stacy's spreadsheets aren't going to clean themselves, and someone needs to build the dashboards that prove management's gut feelings were right all along. The cycle continues.